Just a little bit about the business that I do. That is Paragon. We are the world's leading illustrated non-fiction publisher, predominantly aimed at creating content for children, encyclopedic content, and a large part of that is also preschool. We do publish about 2,000 titles a year, and we've been in India and the Middle East region for the last 7 years. Not just trying to develop a lot of content in terms of preschool within English language, but also local languages, some bilingual initiatives. We were talking about edutainment. I like that word particularly because edutainment is something that lasts. You know, if we had an education which is delivered through a module of entertainment, it is impactful, it is immediate, and that's really the starting point for our content development as publishers. You know, I would say that any learning that is fun is edutainment, and edutainment is the key word for early learning as far as the content development is concerned. I think from the school, the point where the syllabi starts, since we are a non-school publisher, our job is really to engage the parents with the children, because continue to believe that there is a massive potential of kids learning at home, and then when we go to preschool, we do feel that the preschool development that has come about now in India needs a lot more content backup. How do we differentiate between a preschool and another preschool? How do the parents make that choice? So obviously to all companies who are running preschools, my request would be to obviously be looking into developing content like the ones being done by Mr. Chandrasekhar's company, or look at publishers like us who could contribute towards creating the content which is based on edutainment. But I think the time is right to move towards making tools that are edutainment yet learning and create a strong foundation. Now it could be publishing, it could be toys, it could be a mix of tools such as those. And from a publishing perspective, bringing in edutainment, we would say touch and feel is a great thing. You know, the moment there are activity being brought in, there is a logical thinking that you're starting to set into the preschool children. There are finger puppet books which are all about real fun and saying, where is this animal coming through? Baby stroller books, so you can imagine we are talking about toddler education here. Now when you build a content, even if you've done a great content for the preschool, now how do you make it entertaining? How do you make it edutainment? So we've done this series called Gold Stars. Now this is a reward-based learning. Now you would say, what is a reward-based learning in preschool, for God's sake? No, really it is about saying, if you do this exercise, you do it really well, you try to apply your logic, you're going to get a gold star. And not a surprise that we have sold over 1 billion copies across the world, and it's been the greatest success for us so far. It just indicates one thing: the moment you get sensitive about the content that you are delivering in those early years and how well that is laid out, not just in terms of the technicality, but also in terms of expression, because that, my belief is that the larger thing in life is creativity and being able to express that. And I think that is something in the entire education system, I think strategists are looking to induct now, like we heard earlier. There's about digital learning and licensing. Now, licensing as a business. So we thought, now if there's going to be children who want to learn through entertainment and education, then there needs to be brought in an element that they like. What is the pull factor? So obviously the pull factor is the characters. And publishing's had a huge potential pretty much in the children's segment, but we would now bringing in characters just makes it almost enviable, growth area. And children just love it. You know, licensed publishing outside the syllabi and learning is across categories. I would say that the children relate to the characters and switch between the characters as their age group shifts. I mean, the characters do relate with boys and girls. So, definitely access is a big question, and access needs to be controlled, especially in the arena of internet browsing. And that's where I think publishers and technology are coming together, and we have created things like Meep. I don't know how many of you would know about a product called Meep or our Nova Child Pad. Now, that's not a lot accessible in the country as of now, but we would like to see that happening pretty soon, whereby the children are not exposed to open internet. They have their own devices, and on that devices there are controlled, and when I say controlled, it's predominantly safe and verified content as per their age group. And as they go along, they can continue sort of upgrading that through the help of publishers like ourselves. So I think the early learning schools would also be looking at possibly adopting this strategy, which obviously gives them an early learning about technology interface as well. The digital learning is a big space now, may be iPads, may be Meep, may be the television itself. And so it continues going on. I mean, I like that quote, if we teach today as we taught yesterday, we rob the children of tomorrow. So it's basically no creativity if we try to continue teaching like yesteryears. But again, the family, the teacher, who's the parent, needs to have that vision, needs to have that training, and not just the preschool teachers. A very good point was that there has to be a point where the preschool teachers, I'm not too sure what are their qualifications and how they are experts in their field to deliver. And obviously, we are also trying to get the jigsaw puzzle of the right content, the right delivery person, and at the right age group and the right environment, because some kids would like to learn a lot more at home, and they could be very different in the preschool area. So of course, what we are saying is this is a community. It could be at the community level, it could be library, it could be theme parks. I mean, we like to believe that if somebody went to even a Disney theme park, it is a sort of learning. It's not just fun, because they come back with that connect. And since we sit outside the sort of structured, I don't say that we do not have a structure, but of course, in a preschool area, we have developed immense amount of content, and we are saying that's going to lead the edutainment and the fun factor for preschools going forward.